What's up, J Fusion fans? This is Philip with another toy review. Now, before we begin, I would like to say that this video is not intended for viewers under the age of 13. Now, this is going to be the first video where I will have to explicitly say that, and that's how it is. That's gonna be how it is going forward. So please do bear with us. Now, with that said, we are going to take a look at Sodo Kamen Rider Grease Perfect Kingdom. So this is how the packaging looks like. Now, this is very much reminiscent of the Kamen Rider build series, the Sodo for the Kamen Rider build series that came out almost 2 years ago. And they have actually retained that style. So this is how the packaging looks like at the front. Now the back of the packaging is pretty much the same. So for this lineup, we have Kamen Rider 01, Flaming Tire, and Freezing Bear. We have Kamen Rider Vulcan, Punching Kong, and Kamen Rider Valkyrie. Grease Perfect Kingdom just happens to be included here as part of the promotion for Kamen Rider build Grease Perfect Kingdom. The V Cinema where Kamen Rider Grease is the lead. So anyway, this is how he looks like when he's done. So what I like about this figure is it kept most of the design. So again, you do have the SHF coming out soon, but this is the cheaper alternative or the more affordable alternative, but it still looks like a quality figure. Now, I'm going to take it out of its stand first. Now, I'm going to talk about the stand later because this is quite new. So, as you can see, this is Kamen Rider Grease Perfect Kingdom. So that's how he looks like in the front, and this is the back side. And for accessories, other than the stand, so he has a couple of styles of dog tags. So if you look at his right hand here, so there's one, and I actually have the original Kamen Rider Grease Sodo, and if you look at the right hand side, he also has one. So if you look at the dog tags closely, they are styled a bit differently. So one will hang down when you put his hand up, and one will also hang down when you put his hand down. So basically you have two positions for the dog tags, which I think are pretty much similar to the SHF version as well. So I know the SHF version will also have the dog tags. So two types, similarly designed. So as for articulation, now the head kind of moves, but when I put it on, it's kind of hard. But you can still turn the head around. You can move it up and down, but like a very limited movement. So you have the shoulder parts moving here, and you can also move them forward like so. Like you can use them as kind of like laser cannons, as he actually used in the V Cinema, like this. So the cannons are actually right here in the middle. So yeah, but this also serves as shield. So you have also the blades right here, and his wings slash jetpacks. So obviously these parts are taken from the hard smashes, or I'd like to call them the Three Stooges. So this is from the Castle Smash, this is from the Stag Beetle Smash, and this is from the Owl Smash. And of course, their colors are also integrated into Kamen Rider Grease Perfect Kingdom's design. So as for this specific model, you do have like movements for the arms. So right here you have this joint, and then the elbows, the waist can actually be removed, so we can go side to side, and the thigh joints right here where my fingers pointed, so your knees and your ankle joints, and there is also a full bottle holder right there. So there you go. So the build driver with the perfect kingdom attachment is also right there in the middle. So I am going to make kind of a pose using this one. Now I'm going to make him perform his rider kick. So basically, Grease's rider kick using the perfect kingdom form is kind of like a drop kick, and then he kind of spins around like a drill. So that's kind of how it looks like. So I'm going to do another pose, but this time kind of doing the pose that he does after landing. So it's just hard to there we go. I was able to turn the head around, and like one arm goes up for a bit, and then kind of like that. So this is kind of how he looks like now. I know it's not kind of a perfect pose, but yeah, that's after finishing metal build. So there we go. I do know. I'm not sure if he was gripping the dog tags while doing this, but I guess it stays there. So yeah. Now, I have mentioned earlier, and I have shown that he has a stand. Now, this is actually going to be interesting. So, if you look at this one now, compared to the original, so I'm just gonna take up the original Grease from its stand. Now, if you look at these two, the new version is significantly shorter than the original. This is the dummy head for Grease, by the way. Yeah, so the original Sodo came with a dummy head. This one, the new one, does not. And what's interesting is that if you look closely, there are holes on the base of the stand, and you can put their removable hands and other accessories that, for example, if you're not gonna use them, you can just stick them onto these holes. So what I've noticed is on this side, these two holes are bigger than the two holes in this side. I'm not sure what this hole is at the center. This peg, this one they kept, so you can place like this is actually for the right foot, so you can just keep the figure onto the base. But I don't think you need that anymore because the reason why the stand is shorter is because if you put again, so the figure, let's say neutral stance. I'm just gonna put him back to normal, and then there we go. Like that. So I can just rest him on stand like this. There's no problem, because if you notice the original Grease, so when I put him there, it looks like he's floating off the base, which kind of looks awkward. But with a shorter stand, it looks more natural, as if he is actually standing on the base with full support. So let's compare. So both Greases. Now for this lineup, I just don't have the Grease Blizzard version. I do have the RKF, Well, actually, the reason why I have the RKF, I did mention it before. So the reason why I bought the Grease Blizzard RKF is because I don't have the Sodo version. But if I had the Sodo version, I would have included it right here. So there you go. So this is how they look like when they're put together. Yeah, I mean, most of the designs, like for example, the chest armor. Well, if you can see, the this has a clear black vinyl chest, so you can see right through. You can even see the hole. But yeah, but this is a fully colored chest plate. But nonetheless, they're actually still of the same mold. Now, the difference is this is also made out of vinyl, so you can actually bend the horn or the antenna like so. But this one is solid plastic, so you can't move that at all. And obviously, this Perfect Kingdom, Grease Perfect Kingdom, has his base body of gets his base from Kamen Rider build, given that he's also using the build driver, so there are a lot of similarities. But again, he is given his uniqueness thanks to the parts taken from the hard smashes, which I really think are good. So you know what? I'm also going to move these shields uh, forward. Mm. Okay, there we go. So I'm so tends to the right shoulder tends to fall off. But anyway, so I'm just gonna put it like that for now. So the shoulder armor can be moved forward so that they look like laser cannons again, which Grease actually used in the V Cinema, which is nice. So yeah. Now for build or for this Soda model of Grease uh, Perfect Kingdom, I actually like the design very much. Again, it did keep a lot of its motifs. It's very consistent with the actual suit in the movie, which is very nice. There are some limitations that they kept. Let's say, for example, the hands, you cannot replace them, they're just like that. Again, this carried over from the original series, like this one. So yeah, they kept the same. They did make a Dai Sodo grease that has removable hands and are actually colored black. But yeah, this is more of the regularly released. So yeah, they pretty much kept some similarities here, of course. But overall, again, uh, I'm not complaining because the build Sodo series was really amazing. And what I also appreciate is that they changed the stand and the base. Again, probably this is probably the biggest change that they did to the model thus far. Because again, you have a shorter stand, and the base also has slots where you can put accessories when not in use. Actually, there's another thing that I haven't pointed out yet, by the way. So if you look at the base right here, so there's a slot right here, and there are notches right here on the side. So this kind of base can be put together. Now compared to the original, which is just smooth out, nothing wrong with that. But again, It's so that you can, like, for example, put them together as a set, which will look nice, definitely. So again, this is the biggest change that I think Bandai did with this Kamen Rider Grease Perfect Kingdom. Now, overall, again, this is pretty much enjoyable. I just have to be careful personally with this part. I noticed that this tends to fall off pretty easily. I don't have any other problems with the left side though. Maybe this one. But overall, again, it's very much enjoyable. And for what it's worth, I actually would like to give this a 5 out of 5. Now, compared to like the GO version, which definitely has its better points, but if I compare this to, let's say, the original Sodo line for Kamen Rider build, such as this one, it does, like, they did pretty well for what they were. So that's why I'm still giving it a perfect score. Again, this is maybe just my fault that it fell off, but yeah, I think I can be more careful handling this. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe and hit that notification bell and share this video. Leave a comment as well. So now that said, I think I should get to working on this. So if you want to see this in the next video, again, please do subscribe and hit the bell so you can get updated on the latest from JE Fusion. This has been Philip, and I'll see you on the next toy review with this. See ya!